promise you a 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
We did it. I every time I get mad during a fight, and then as I play it more, I feel like I learn it more, and I don't dislike it as much. There's still, I think that they need to reduce the tuning a little. They need to give just a tiny bit more leeway to dodging some of the clone attacks, especially the. I just have no idea. Maybe someone has figured out a method, but the one right after he does the gravity attack, where he throws the rocks at you in the air, I don't have a good method. The best I could really get was a method that kind of consistently avoided his real slam, and then I could dodge the big explosion afterward. Um, and then also just the normal overhead slam was really hard, and also it felt like sometimes he comboed really fast out of it. I feel like those attacks need to have a little bit more of like a like the explosion's good. The one with the rocks in the air, he needs to just give you something. I think that if it was like a slam, 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 then a real slam or something, so you could like dodge, 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 and then wait a second and then dodge the explosion. That would be a good attack. And then it's also that attack also has a huge recovery, so you can get a lot of damage in there. I think the one with the overhead slam, I don't know, even if something as simple as just like a, if he goes like to the right of you, to the left of you, to the right of you, so you have to do like a left, right, left or something, and then dodge the actual slam, and then just give it also some recovery time so you can actually get a hit in on that attack. I think those two attacks were the biggest offenders. Also, the quick triple slash is just, it comes out too fast. Like I don't. You have to dodge right, left, and then either direction for the end to really make it consistent to dodge that. Because if you dodge left on the first slice, then you're gonna get caught by the other hand coming in quicker at you. So you have to dodge it perfectly, and yeah, I think that one's a little too tough to dodge, and also does so much damage. Like that was just always, I was like, all right, half my health's gone because he just decided to do this attack. But at the end of the day, that fight is learnable enough. I mean, again, I'm using Lord's Divine Protection. I couldn't imagine doing that second phase without the whatever the 85 or whatever percent holy negation I had. So, um, yeah, I think I have done everything now. I went over here. I did all of this stuff. I killed the falling star beast. I found the what's it called, finger mother or whatever down here, and did that. I went down. I said by finding, I mean I looked up how to fucking get here, because Jesus Christ, what a ridiculous path, what a ridiculous thing you have to do to get over into the hinterland. This whole area, I mean, there's really not much in it. It's, you basically are losing out on a couple tree sentinels, a falling star beast, and the Marika heal item, which that area was really cool. I like the shaman village a lot up here, but you're basically just losing out on those, and the boss fight, obviously, the Meek Finger Mother. Besides that, everything else is very findable. Even this, with enough just thinking, I was able to find the watering hole, and was like, where, like, what leads to here? And I was thinking, I was actually looking here because I was thinking this looks like a direct path out to here, like a tunnel. And then I found the bridge that's like the ladder that's like right here, and it leads to a little underground area that leads out to here, and that leads down. And it's very like easy to figure out where to go from there to get down into the Abyss Woods. This area is very disappointing, to be honest. Like, they could have played on this so much better. They could have made it way more engaging with the winter lanterns. You can almost completely ignore. Like, there's like one you actually have to look at, and the rest of them just like don't even exist. But this area was really cool. I like the Mans, and the Midra's fight was decent. It was fun enough. Bale is unbelievably good. Still, this is the best fight of the DLC. Bale is insane. Super learnable. Pretty much every attack has huge openings for you to get in. He has a ton of health, but you also can. I couldn't imagine though. I did him at Shadow, the whatever fragment level 9. I'm kind of glad I did, because it made me really learn the fight. And if I did it any later, then I don't know, if I did it at 20 now, I feel like he would just fall over. This area is super cool. I love the Fisher. I love St. Trina. I'm gonna look at this stuff. I might go down and just kind of explore around a little bit more, see if anything has changed. This area I wasn't a big fan of. I think the ruins are super confusing. It's really hard to tell where you've been. Just kind of hiding everything around, like this little path back here that leads up to here that lets you go down to here. There's something here still too. I haven't found everything in the DLC. Obviously, no one's gonna find everything without looking up stuff. But yeah, this area was kind of whatever. This boss was as the same thing I said when I killed it. They definitely made this boss easier because people were gonna get annoyed that it was another Scarlet Rot boss. Inner Ilum is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's pretty linear. There's not actually a ton to it. The only thing really to it is the little jumping puzzle that lets you get down to like back into Bellurat. And there's like some stuff down there. Shadowkeep's phenomenal. This is one of the best. This is probably the second best legacy dungeon in the game after Lanedale. Lanedale is still their magnum opus. Lanedale is insane. Yeah, Lanedale's phenomenal. Besides that, yeah, I think I like it a little better than Volcano Manor, which is also really good. I think I like it a little better than Elfeo. Shadowkeep is really good. Shadowkeep is just awesome. Side entrance, lots of stuff, hidden passages, multiple like different ways, lots of little paths and stuff, side area, like just super good. Really good. Dense legacy dungeon. The flower was funny. Definitely fucked the shit out of it with that spear. I'm probably going to respec over and try to really giga pump that spear and do some New Game Plus stuff with it, but I won't be streaming that. Yeah, overall, I think the highs of this DLC are higher than any DLC FromSoft's ever made. I don't know if it has the consistency of the old Hunters, but I mean the scope of it's insane. Like they put so much into this. I can't really fault them for having a few misses. Last boss, like I said, they wanted it to be really hard. I expected to get nerfed a little bit. I think with a few changes, it could be a very good boss. A little bit of a mess right now, but it's still not a bad boss. Like when I was saying earlier, if you would have asked me 2 days ago, I would have said it's a bad boss. Or yesterday, whenever I got to it yesterday, yeah. If you would have asked me last night before I went to bed, I would have said it was a bad boss. Now that I've beaten it, I think it's not a bad boss. I think it is a good boss with problems. Bale is a great boss without problems. So, anyway, that's kind of my decision. Let's see what the end of this DLC holds. Let us go together. So I get that because I never got killed by the, I saw someone else get this. I was watching some streams. If you get killed by the double grab, then you get that. And then touch memory. What is this? I didn't get the grace. I hope that doesn't matter. I guess I can just teleport back and run up there real quick, but. It's actually Mikkel.
If we honor our part of the vow, promise me you'll be my consort. I'll make the world a gentler place.
I think he would. Unfortunately, Circlet of Light. Circle of light which adorned Mikla's head as he returned in divine aspect. It has begun to fade into nothingness. Slightly boosts intelligence, faith, and arcane while also boosting the power of Mikla's light. This circle was to be the very foundation upon which Mikla's Age of Compassion would be built, should it have ever come to pass. And I think Mikla's Age of Compassion, I don't know if it would have worked. Mikla obviously had good intentions. But again, we are the Tarnished. Our desire is to be Elden Lord. We need to be the consort of a god, or of a god's champion. So we can't let Mikla go on and letting Radahn be this consort, because that stops where our dreams are. So is what it is. I'm gonna need a tiny bit more souls, so I'm gonna pop a soul of some kind. 15,000 should be enough, I think. Throw another point. Gate of Divinity. A gorgeous view. What message was getting spammed here? The one with the catacombs, yeah. Can't even get up here, huh? You can't go look at the Gate of Divinity. Let's go down to St. Trina. Let's see if St. Trina changed because Mikla died. Yeah, I believe Mikla left St. Trina behind. I think St. Trina is their own thing now. Nope, St. Trina has perished, it would seem. St. Trina's blossom. St. Trina's life withered and fell, as fleeting as the seasons. At her last, she left a single water lily, which slightly boosts max FP. Despite the velvety purple hue, the flower is in no way poisonous. It merely blooms in quietude. Well, that's sad. Man, that's like half a body or something? Or is this the full body? It's just attached to the hair, that's right, yeah. It's sad. I really liked Mikla as a character. I was hoping, I guess it doesn't make sense for Godwin to be anywhere, but I was hoping for Godwin, and that's what I thought that the consort was going to be when Mikla was saying brother, which I would guess, but Radahn is brother too. I just didn't think Radahn's half brother, so. I wasn't thinking it when he first said it. I remember when I first saw it, but I never went back to look at Egon. They didn't summon him for the Bale fight. I wonder if he's upset or if he's... Do a little cleanup here. I've only been streaming for an hour or so. Is Egon still here? Looks like he died. Unfortunate. Egon's stuff and his great bow. His bell bearing. Broken Drake Warrior. He's just wearing a bunch of shit shipped from people after a battle. Poor scavenger of battlefields found honor through dragon communion. 2 dragon holes bound with coarse rope, covered in gashes left by claws, imbued with Egon's obsession, enhancing the power of Egon's harpoon. Great hunt. Remembrance of Radahn, I also never read this. Remembrance of Radahn, consort of Mikla, hewn into the scatter tree. The power of its namesake can be locked below. In their childhood, Mikola saw Radon, a lord, his strength and his kindness, but stood in stark contrast with their afflicted selves. And so Mikola made his heart-filled wish that Radon would one day be his king consort. You'll see what we can get from his soul, and I'll check out all of them. I feel like I didn't look at a couple of them after I got them. Many new remembrance items. Sword, standard magic, light speed slash promise consort. Both colossal swords. I guess it's 2 swords, 1 for each hand. They look the same, just with different artivores. Looks like. Yeah. So the Lord. Promise consort will be the 2 great swords with the light of Mikola, then deliver a slash attack accompanied by columns of light. No inputs allow for 2 follow-up attacks. Light speed slash. Luminous form and leap forward, deliver a downward slash at the speed of light. That's his ultimate. Yeah, that's sick. This attack we followed up by an additional light attack. Charge to increase the power of the skill and number of follow-up attacks. And then Light of Mikola. Strength of Mikola upon his deific return wielded as an incantation. Annihilates foes with a pillar of light. Mikola sought to accept all that was and would be, but found one that refused to be embraced. No wonder, as one god and one king consort is all the world needs. This seems cool. I'm gonna get this real quick with his soul. Let's see the rest of these. I never looked at this. Great Sword of Damnation, Golden Great Sword that once pierced the body of Midra, Master of the Manse, by the Hornset in the execution of a damnation like no other. The barbs that pierce the victim from within wind gently around the blade. Keep up obscure food from overhead, assess how the weapon's barbs unfold to excruciate from within. That's his thing that he had to pull out of him. Helps additional input release bars in the area. There's something we won't notice that those fixed upon this crux. Midra's Flame of Frenzy. Incantation in praise of Midra, Lord of Frenzied Flame, summons an apparition of the Lord's head to spew frenzied flame. This incantation can be used while in motion. The apparition will remain for as long as the input is held. The Lord of Frenzied Flame shall take their torment, despair, their affliction, every sin, every curse, all melted away. And Midra, like others before him, was too weak to become a lord. Staff of Great Beyond, that's fun. Staff fashioned from the tail fingers of Matir and the Mother of Fingers. The microcosm raised aloft over the crux they form. Catalyst for both casting sorceries and incantation. Mother received signs from the greater will from the beyond of the microcosm. Despite being broken and abandoned, she kept waiting for another. The head of Matir, the finger Mother wielded as a weapon without modification. From within the center of the fingerprint that wrinkles the creature's foremost protrusion, tiny wart-like eyes gazes vacantly into me. Towers resentment. Tao, that's funny. Silent bow using the finger's foremost protrusion. Resentment builds as forced to bow, making it explode with anger. Hold button down to further increase resentment. And then let me see the Saint. The pole blade, that's pretty cool. Scarlet blade with dangling blood-like blade, tax calls built up abroad. Yep. Once crumbling running church, Ramana held the bud in speechless silence. The bud would become her blade. Scarlet butterflies were unleashing 2 sweeping slashes. This was once considered a sacred act of purification. Rotten butterflies. Gentle twirl. Scattering rot and setting off a chain reaction. I saw these and I saw this. So, did I ever look at Putrescence? I don't think I did. Great Cleave of Hardened Putrescence makes an arch fashion from him. There's Arcane attribute. Powerful red chop, medium hits that follow. Up attacks for as long as stamina allows. Strong attack performs a leap forward by a spinning attack, okay? Also, Warpy just suggests it explodes shortly after and bathe the area and goes slow. That makes sense. Alright. And I can actually buy all of people's stuff now, huh? I wonder what the differences is. Higher physical, it's lighter. Immunity is higher, robustness is higher, everything's a little higher, yeah. Mesmer's armor. Fortunately, it's kind of light, but the wing snakes were Mesmer's constant companions. Five 21. 24, 34, it's not that high. Yeah, it's pretty light stuff, unfortunately, because I would like to cosplay as Mesmer, but... Alright, I think I've had enough. I'm going to stop streaming, and that's the end of my playthrough, so thanks for watching, everyone. If anyone actually does watch this, which is, you know, not likely, but this is mostly for myself. I just wanted to have a replay of everything I did, so... Yeah, thanks. Later.